in the valley, in the valley so low, and your head over your shoulder, and you can hear the wind blow. Can't you hear the wind blow, my love?
We played the Montreal Canadiens in Boston, and I scored my first National League goal. It was not only my first, but it was the winning goal.
Willie O'Ree of the Boston Bruins, a native of Fredericton, New Brunswick, is the first Negro to play in the National Hockey League.
It must be quite an exciting thing, isn't it, to get into an NHL game?
No, it was the greatest thrill of my life, I believe. I'll always remember this day.
But Willie O'Ree, as you know, or you may not know, but you're going to know now, is our Jackie Robinson in the NHL. Willie was our pioneer. He was the first black player in the history of the National Hockey League that had a chance to live history and play in the NHL. He came into the league with the Boston Bruins. If you think back to that time and the climate, the social climate, the racial climate, it really is an unbelievable accomplishment that he's had. I mean, when you really think about it, being the first one is never easy, especially when you're overcoming those type of barriers and those challenges that really shouldn't have been challenges in the first place. But I give him a lot of credit to have the courage. He had impaired vision in one eye, but he was a visionary, and he never let anybody know at that time. And he still went on to play, I think, 21 seasons professionally. He played in the IHL in San Diego, where he was a star player. A lot of the former NHL players that played in his era say that he was one of the better players that they played against. And that says a lot to me, especially for a guy that, again, didn't have the same opportunities as many other people. But I credit the NHL for finally opening the doors and allowing him to play. I think that's a real significant achievement in our game's history. And beyond that, he's done so many great things for the league. In his role now as an NHL ambassador, a lot of what he's done with the diversity and Hockey is for Everyone programs all across Canada and the United States, encouraging young boys and girls to live their dream, to play hockey on their own terms. And he's inspired the dreams of a lot of those young kids. He's allowed them the ability to say, hey, if he was able to do it, and other guys that have come since him are able to do it, I'm able to do it too. And that doesn't matter if you happen to necessarily be a black player or an East Indian player or Southeast Asian player. It doesn't matter. Sport is something that transcends your cultural background, your denomination, and your gender. And we're glad now that with the NHL that we've done so much to continue to push those barriers and expand our game and expand the footprint of our game and have more boys and girls in the U.S. and certainly in Canada. Last year in the U.S. was a record year for youth participation in hockey with USA Hockey Program, and Willie O'Ree has been a big champion of that. And a lot of the inner city programs as well. Ed Snyder, the owner of the Philadelphia Flyers, he spent upwards of $7–8 million out of his own pocket for inner city youth programs in the city of Philadelphia. He's restored different rinks in the city of Philadelphia, again, all out of his own pocket. You look at what Eugene Melnick has done here in Ottawa, Ice Hockey is for Harlem program in New York, the Fort DuPont program in Washington, D.C. So these are just many of the programs that Willie and myself and the National Hockey League stand behind and support in any way we can. So I owe a lot to Willie O'Ree. I may not be in this position that I'm in today had not for Willie O'Ree being the first one in our Jackie Robinson of our great game. Great.
Kevin, keep on doing what you're doing. You're an inspiration, and I love watching you on the telly. Talk to you.